young man, I used to like to roam those Adirondack mountains 12 miles from home. I've swum in many an icy pond and wandered through each vale. I've climbed the peaks all 46 and traveled every trail. The Adirondack mountains in song I celebrate. I love those beautiful mountains, the best in New York State. Living in the Adirondacks, you can watch the seasons change with a host of different colors on every mountain range. Lift up your eyes unto the hills, I heard the preacher tell. They've been my source of inner strength, as the good Lord knows so well. The Adirondack mountains in song I celebrate. I love those beautiful mountains, the best in New York State. The name of Adirondack's been around for centuries, since starving Indians were forced to eat the bark of trees. But people don't remember much about its history. They only know those mountains are the greatest place to be. The Adirondack mountains in song I celebrate. I love those beautiful mountains, the best in New York State. Back in the 1800s, famous artists used to come to paint the Adirondacks and to hunt and fish for fun. There was Kensett, there was Homer, there was also Thomas Cole, who portrayed the Adirondacks as if nature had a soul. The Adirondack mountains in song I celebrate. I love those beautiful mountains, the best in New York State. In the township of Moriah and in Lion Mountain too, there once were giant iron mines which gave us work to do. And the little town of Redford, through which you quickly pass, is known for the Redford picnic and of course for Redford glass. The Adirondack mountains in song I celebrate. I love those beautiful mountains, the best in New York State. Saranac Lake is most well known as a healthy place to be, where thousands through the decades were cured of their TB. Upon the shores of Mirror Lake, with every kind of winter game, is the village of Lake Placid of worldwide Olympics fame. The Adirondack mountain in song I celebrate. I love those beautiful mountains, the best in New York State. The Adirondack Park was formed 100 years ago, so future generations could watch all nature grow. It is a lasting resource for each woman, man, and child, but only if protected and kept forever wild. The Adirondack mountains in song I celebrate. I love those beautiful mountains, the best in New York State. The Adirondack mountains in song I celebrate. I love those beautiful mountains, the best in New York State. I was born in the early morn with a milk pail between my knees. Had the feel of a measure of meal and simple chores like these. The cocks would crow and I would show and the pigs would grunt content. And I was as free as the waves at sea, whichever way I went. I knew the smell of a shotgun shell and the joy of a dog at heel. How I longed to hear, as in yesteryear, the screech of a burning reel. I found it good to walk in the wood to the crunch of my rubber boots, as I barked my shins on the fallen limbs and tripped up on the roots. I'll never tire of a hemlock fire that shook its fist at the night, or sleep on the ground the night around and wake with the birds that flight. For I was chum of the bees that hum and brother of the quail. An open book was the babbling brook and the secrets of the trail. Oh, you can bet I'll not forget the squeak of a sled on snow, or how it feels to freeze your heels when it's 45 below. It's awful cold when the year is old, it's not an easy climb, but the heart would sing in the early spring or any other time. The summer is late, you have to wait, and you forget the frost. Your heart will fill with every thrill, and you forget the cost. There's nothing wrong when the heart is strong and life is a merry tune. When the young are rife with the zest of life, in the heart it's always June. The gentle breeze stirs the ancient trees, and the black bass jump for flies. They're all is seen if your eyes are keen, where the night is paradise. I've seen the best from east to west, as widely I did roam, but there's no place on earth's whole face like my Adirondack home. No, there's no place on earth's whole face like my Adirondack home.
Adirondack Mountains, people come here from miles around them to see the forests, bogs and streams, to smell the alpine evergreens, to hear the loon's weird cry float above the white birch trees. There are not many places like this left. I think to myself as I enjoy a summit sunset, where the forest flows unbroken as far as I can see, to the north, to the south, to the east and west. Forever green for you and me, and for nature as it was meant to be. Up around the point, back in the bay, and otter caught my eye as I paddled yesterday. And up ahead I saw a mink swimming purposely. It's wild and scenic now, may this river always be. Forever green for you and me, for my grandson's children to see. There are books that tell the stories of these mountains,